Indeed, spiritual and philosophical discourses were an integral part of their lives. Eager to learn more, the couple would take every opportunity to interact with thinkers, academicians, musicians, and cultural icons. Basant Kumar's interest in spirituality is also manifested in his photography. It is almost as if his black and white shots of nature and people capture his vision of this world, an ethereal planet hinged between two planes, this world and the other. All his life, his ability to multitask was astounding. His day would start as early as 4:30 a.m. in the morning. This discipline stayed with him throughout his professional life. Basant Kumar Birla possessed a conscientious mind, a part of it dedicated to business, the other to society. This harmonious duality that he has passed on is now a part of the Birla legacy. To treat wealth not for self-consumption, but for a greater good. As the years wind down and we reflect on a life that has been instrumental in a large portion of India's business history, we find ourselves confronted with the question, who is Basant Kumar Birla? What is that one line that can sum up a life so layered and multifaceted? Is he the wizard of finance or the uncanny investor? Is he the tireless chairman, the team player who ensured that he led by example? Is he the visionary who foresaw the success of Indian business globally, much ahead of his time? Is he the karma yogi and the loving husband, father, grandfather, and great-grandfather who has kept himself abreast of every minutiae of the lives of his beloved family? Is he the poetic soul reflected in the photographs that he took? Is he the pragmatic businessman who was guided by the tenets of the Bhagavad Gita, proudly abided by? He is perhaps all that and more. Basant Kumar Birla epitomizes simplicity in greatness.
I think the audio visual has just beautifully captured Daoji, and there are a lot of shots of it which I think we've not seen. At least I have not seen a lot of it. I think credit to that goes to Manju Bua. The AV is done really well, and there's lots of it that I have also not seen. I'm sure bits and pieces we've all seen, we have not. Some of it we've not seen, but it's really very well done. And as I was watching it, I was also just thinking that, how do you define and how do you sort of talk about Daoji? There's just so much that he has done. I guess this is what legends are really made of. And the only word that came to my mind was Karma Yogi. I don't know really what in the true essence it would mean, but I think this is what it would mean for me, is to be able to do so much and yet do it so effortlessly and do it so selflessly, truly giving from the heart. I used to very often ask Ma that how do you all manage to do so much? Every time I spend time with Ma, I used to go back feeling really inspired, feeling that, one can do so much in life. Of course, one goes back to your life and you kind of forget everything and you go back into your routine. But I used to very often ask Ma कि आप लोग कैसे करते हैं? How do you manage to do so much? I mean, you're getting up at 3, you have a full day. And she used to always tell me that don't think so much, just do it. Every time somebody asks you to do something, don't procrastinate, just do it. And I find that on reflecting, I used to realize that I think a lot of the times, I think that's what I do at least, just procrastinate and think, kal kar lenge, parso kar lenge. But with Ma, I think we've all seen that she used to just not waste any time at all, and she used to just be at it all the time. Having said that, but it really does teach us, and we all try to do a lot of things in life, but the amount that Ma Daoji have done is just truly inspiring. I don't know whether we can even do 10% of it. I think even if we can do 10%, I think at least I for myself would have really achieved a lot in my life. So moving on, like I said, I think their life is truly a celebration. And talking about Ma, it's just been a year since Ma has left us. Rather, I'd like to say that it's just a physical absence that is not there, because one feels her presence in one's life all the time. I don't think there is a day for any one of us where we do not think about Ma. I think each one of us here have had a very special relation with her, an extraordinary bond actually that we all treasure. All of us have wonderful memories of Ma, of different memories, conversations, events, actions. I think we all have some or the other anecdotes, some or the other stories related to Ma, and it is truly exemplary that how she has touched each one of our lives in many ways and in many, many meaningful ways. And that's why I think we have a book here which is very aptly called Meri Ma, because I think each one of us feels that Ma was our own. So I think Meri is very aptly said. The book here again captures Ma's essence. Again, it's very, very difficult to really capture it, but I think the book has done very good justice to it. It captures her essence, her persona, her larger-than-life persona. It also chronicles memories by family members through very few words, but speaks volumes about their bond with her. Despite being involved in so many activities, I think we all will unanimously feel and share that Ma had time for each and every one of us. All of us know that we all had our time capsules that we had with Ma, some in the morning, some at 7 in the morning. With me, it was 7:30. Somebody at 10, somebody at 11. I do know, like, say for Molashi, who's in London, it used to be 1 in the afternoon, 1 Ma's time here, and again her time in the morning. So I think she had set times, and all of us knew that when the phone rang at that particular time, it was Ma's call. So despite being involved in so many activities, she always had time for everyone. And she always connected with the youngest to the oldest. And one quote that comes to my mind, which is my personal favorite, is by Khalil Gibran. And it says that it is only when you give of yourself that you truly give. And I think Ma has only always given and never asked. So may I please ask Pujya Swamiji to launch the book Meri Ma. Ma had a very special bond with Swamiji, so I think it's again very appropriate that Swamiji is doing the honors for us. Pranam and thank you, Swamiji. Can I ask Swamiji to say a few words, please? आप कुछ कहेंगे Swamiji?
नारायण नारायण समारंभां शंकराचार्य मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यंतां वंदे गुरु परंपरां। पूज्य महाराजा श्री जी के श्री चरणों में प्रणाम करते हुए पूज्य महाराज श्री जी के परम स्नेह भाजन आदरणीय श्री बीके बाबू, आदरणीय राजश्री जी, जयश्री जी, मंजूश्री जी, प्रिय कुमार मंगलम, समस्त बिरला परिवार, आज हम सभी लोग माँ की पावन स्मृति में एक सप्ताह का भागवत महापुराण और आज बाबू के जीवन की अनेक पक्षों को देखा। माँ के विषय में जितना भी कहा जाए वो बहुत कम होगा। पुस्तक का नाम भी बहुत सुंदर रखा गया है, मेरी माँ। और मेरी माँ का अर्थ है सबकी माँ। आप सबकी माँ तो हैं ही वो, और ये मेरी माँ शब्द इतना सार्थक है कि किसी भी क्षेत्र का कोई भी व्यक्ति जो एक बार भी माँ से मिला उसको ये अनुभव होता ही था कि ये मेरी माँ है। उनका ऐसा वात्सल्य था, उनका ऐसा प्रेम था, और हम सभी को तो अनुभव होता ही था, स्वाभाविक है। सबसे विलक्षण बात जो मैंने अपने गुरुदेव पूज्य स्वामी श्री अखंडानंद जी महाराज से सुनी, केदारनाथ की यात्रा में माँ उनको लेके जाने वाली थी। स्वाभाविक था, माँ जो काम करती थी, जिनको बुलाती थी, बहुत ध्यान रखती थी। महाराज श्री जी से पूछा, आपकी व्यवस्था के लिए और क्या क्या हमको तैयारी करनी है केदारनाथ यात्रा के लिए। बहुत सारी व्यवस्था की थी। हमारे गुरुदेव ने एक ही जवाब दिया, सरला, एक माँ बच्चे के लिए जितना तैयारी करती है उतना ही तैयारी तो मेरे लिए कर लेना। अगर इस शताब्दी के सबसे बड़े महापुरुष, इस समय के ऐसा इस शताब्दी में कोई महापुरुष देखने को मिलता नहीं, पूज्य स्वामी अखंडानंद जी महाराज, वो जहाँ सरला जी को अपनी एक शिष्या या बेटी के रूप में भी मानते थे, वहीं उनको कहना ही पड़ा केदारनाथ यात्रा में कि एक माँ बच्चे के जैसे तैयारी करती वैसे आप कर लेना। माने वो भी माँ के प्रति उनका मातृभाव जागृत हो जाता था। और ये स्वाभाविक सबके प्रति नहीं होता है। अभी हम लोग पूजा करते थे प्रतिदिन 1 घंटा सुबह। अनेक जगह भागवत कथा होती है, मैं जाता ही हूँ। पूजा में प्रायः मैं नहीं बैठता हूँ, लेकिन यहाँ माँ के प्रति कार्य हो रहा था, मैं बैठता था। और आरती के समय ठाकुर जी की आरती, गुरु जी की आरती और फिर माँ की आरती। और माँ की आरती करते समय हृदय द्रवित हो जाता था, जैसे वो हमारी ही माँ थी। तो इतना उनसे वात्सल्य मिलता था, प्रेम मिलता था। और किस क्षेत्र में उनका प्रवेश नहीं था ये कहना कठिन है। क्या व्यापार हो, क्या धार्मिक क्षेत्र हो, क्या लोगों के प्रति प्रेम हो। और इस पुस्तक के माध्यम से जो उनके बहुत सारे ऐसे जीवन के पहलू हैं जो कुछ लोग उनसे अनभिज्ञ हैं, इस पुस्तक के माध्यम से उन सबको उन पहलुओं का भी ज्ञान होगा। और ऐसा लगेगा या तो सृष्टि के आदि में स्वयंभू मनु और शत्रुपा, जिनके लिए तुलसीदास जी महाराज ने लिखा है, दंपति धर्म आचरण नीका, जिनते भय नर सृष्टि अनुपा। स्वयंभू मनु शत्रुपा का दाम्पत्य जीवन इतना सुंदर था कि वो आदर्श है। तो वो तो शतयुग में हुए थे, हम लोगों ने देखा नहीं है, पढ़ा है। लेकिन आदरणीय श्री बीके बाबू और माँ का जो दाम्पत्य जीवन है वो आप सभी ने, हम सभी ने देखा है। और ऐसा कपल, ऐसा आदर्श शायद जैसे हमारे गुरुदेव जैसा महापुरुष इस शताब्दी में नहीं दिखाई दे रहा, ऐसा कपल भी इस शताब्दी में कम से कम मेरे को तो नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है, और ऐसा नहीं हुआ है। ऐसे मेरी माँ के प्रति बार बार अभिवादन, अभिनंदन, वंदन। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
Thank you, Swamiji. I think Ma and Daoji's life has truly been a legend. And all I can say is that we all are very blessed and fortunate to have been under them and to receive so much love by them and through them. Thank you all so much for being here and sharing with us in these moments. High tea is served in the room next door. Do join us for high tea. Thank you. Good afternoon.